So now we're going to moving towards the next panel discussion, and the topic is very, very interesting. Here, please welcome the next panel discussion with Wembley Paints. Can we have huge applause for the Wembley Paints first, everybody? Yes? Put your hands together. I want to request Mr. Mandeep Lambaji, please come on stage along with our moderator Prerit in the house. Please put hands together for two wonderful gentlemen in the house. Not like this. Can we have huge applause for Wembley Paint? Mr. Mandeep Lambaji, thank you. All over the panelist and moderator. Thank you.
Okay. Okay.
Well,
Hello.
so we're having an AV, please, for Wembley Paints. Can we have the video, the AV? All over to the panel.
So, good evening, everyone. I hope my voice is audible to you. The last session was quite thrilling. We get to know so many things. For this session, we have 15 minutes, and we have with this Mr. Mandeep Lamaji. Sir, first of all, my first question is, would like to know about your company history, and would like to know in which year the Wembley Paints was established, if you can tell us.
First of all, thanks everyone. Thanks Manishji for this opportunity. Our company was established in 1961 by my grandfather, Shri late Makhan Singh Lamba. And then it was passed on to my father, and now me and my father are working together. And the journey has been wonderful so far. And we're looking for many more years of success. And we've almost done 60 years now in the paint industry. With a lot of success and we earned respect and kind of made a brand of Wembley, a respectable brand in the Indian wood coating market.
Sir, as you said, it's been more than 60 years, 6 decades. It's a big time. There must have been challenges you have faced to build the brand. Would like to know so that the budding companies could learn the challenges you have faced, and you can tell us briefly.
Yeah, the brand is built over the years, and as my father is not here today, he has some important meeting to go. He would have been the right person to answer how the brand was built. So I can only answer how the brand we have sustained over the past 10 to 15 years. So challenges are many, and challenges will be many in coming years. First and foremost, like 7, 8 years ago, we were just doing only 2 or 3 products. We were only primarily focusing on NC coatings, sealer and lacquer. So, and I was focusing on the institutional sales like defense and all. So in 2016-17, I realized that, to survive in the market, this 2 or 3 products are not enough. So we increased our product basket. We added a lot of products, and it was little tough in the beginning, to launch 7, 8 products every year. There were a few failures also, but we learned the hard way, and we were lucky enough that now all our products are doing very well across the country. We are exporting also to a couple of countries. Because of the constraint of the production, we are not able to export too much, but we're trying to build a brand across the country and in South Asia. So the journey has been, to remain strong as a brand is very difficult. To reach the top is, I would say, easy. To sustain at the top is very difficult. So last 6, 7 years, we are trying to maintain what my parents have done or my grandparents have done. We are trying to, be at the top in our segment.
What a journey it has been, sir. हिंदी में भी मैं पूछ लेता हूँ ताकि ऑडियंस के लिए इजी रहे दोनों. जो वेम्बले है, कौन कौन से रेंज ऑफ प्रोडक्ट्स हैं जो आजकल मार्केट में हैं उनके, सर उसके बारे में बताना चाहे.
जी, रेंज ऑफ प्रोडक्ट्स में जो हमारे जो स्टार प्रोडक्ट्स हैं, जैसे एनसी में सीलर लैकर हैं, उसके बाद देर आर वी आर डूइंग एनसी कलर्स, एनसी पट्टी, पीएस ग्रे, पीएस वाइट, वुड स्टेनर्स, यूनिवर्सल स्टेनर्स, वुड फिलर्स, enamels, red oxide primers, white primers, the single pack PU coatings for auto industry, PU coating for wood industry. Then we are doing all sort of decorative products. We started a new factory in August 2021, and in a very short span of time, in 8 odd months, we've had a tremendous success in डेकोरेटिव रेंज. जो हमारी डेकोरेटिव की जो दीवारों के पेंट हैं, सो उसमें हमने मतलब ऑल सॉर्ट ऑफ इंटीरियर एंड एक्सटीरियर इमल्शंस फ्रॉम इकोनॉमी टू लग्जरी, डूइंग ऑल सॉर्ट ऑफ प्रोडक्ट्स इन दैट. So almost we are trying to cover everything under the sun which is there in the paint industry. The customer can ask for, I mean, what Wembley has become now, like, you don't need to go to any other company for a product. We are there to serve you all the products which are available under the sun in the paint industry.
Well, we
trying
can
to do that, I mean.
Yeah.
Still,
Okay, sir. Well, we can have a question from the audience as well in between, while I'll go with my questions as well. Sir, my next question is, how can Wembley support MSME paint industry to grow? That's a big question because MSME, with the paint industry, coordinating with the MSME, they are more directing towards the large industries as compared to MSME. So what Wembley's support you can tell us?
I mean, unity is our strength. We should all MSME come together, and develop a laboratory somewhere to help the entrepreneurs to develop products. I went to China in 2007. They had a government-supported laboratory for the paint industry in Shanghai. So that was a wonderful idea. Any entrepreneur can come in and, come and do the trials and testings and, develop their product, take help from the technical team. I mean, this is my suggestion to the MSME industry, because MSME is the backbone of our industry. We are the major, employment generator here. And I mean, in the government departments, when we supply our products, we are compelled to supply on the lowest rate possible, which is called the L1. So this system is very bad for the MSME, because sometimes large corporations come in and they quote lower than us because their purchasing power is more, or the MSMEs, due to the greed of the business, they quote a price lower than the costings. So there should be some system wherein we can, abolish this L1 scheme in the government procuring. That can really help, the capable MSMEs to grow.
Sir, every company has a blueprint for next few years to grow, or more than 5 years. So what are the future ideas and launches for Wembley, if you can tell us?
Future looks bright for Wembley and for the paint industry as a whole, because the per capita consumption of paint is still lowest in the world. So, I mean, as the economy is growing, the tier 2, tier 3 cities, even the villages, the rural areas are growing. So there's a huge opportunity for Wembley and MSME paint industry as a whole. So we as a Wembley, we see a huge opportunity in the decorative segment. And I mean, few companies in India which will be launching the tinting machines for the distributors, wherein the distributor can tint the paint at his end only. Right now, there are only 6 or 7 or 8 companies which are doing it. So we'll be just launching 100 odd machines, installing 100 odd machines in the first quarter of financial year 23. So that's one area which was unexplored for Wembley. So we are looking for a good response from the market in this segment as well.
Any question from the audience for Mr. Lamba? If you can raise hand, and mic will be there for you. Any question? Yeah.
Okay, I'm from Indore, and we manufacture resins for wood coating specially, and we are supplying to MRF, Shinlak in the south, Nippon. We develop specialized resin. Now we have so many second and third generation paint manufacturers in Indore who do not wish to enter into wood coating market. They have all the local support. They have the experienced manufacturers to give them all the technical assistance. We said that we'll give you end product. You just have to pack it and market it. But they feel a lot of challenge marketing wood products.
Yeah, I mean, the problem is there because the wood coating market, especially NC, has become really price competitive. But my suggestion is work on the quality, because quality wins and survive. So right now what happens, they compare the the market discourages them. कि नहीं यार ये बहुत सस्ता आ रहा है यार हम आपका कैसे लेंगे, you know, and there is the need of a bare minimum margin. So that's why youngsters are discouraged to enter the wood coating market, because there are few players. I mean, it's their wish, and it's I mean, I have all the respects for them because they are working on a wafer thin margins. But yes, you work on a quality, demand your price, build a brand. Maybe not in 6 months, 1 year, 2 years. In 5 years, definitely, if your quality is good, you will survive, you will sell, and you will have definitely a good margins.
Any other question from the audience? You can raise your hand, and mic will be there with you. Yeah, there in the right. In the right.
Good afternoon, sir. So what I wanted to know is that when, for this particular industry, when we already have giants like Asian, Berger, and so many other multinationals, how difficult is it to build a brand and find a niche market of your own? Because then your competitors become these MNCs who have such a big, cash power and everything, and their R&D team, their production capacity, and everything is there. So how was it possible for your company to build a brand, or what do you prefer others to go forward that path so that you can compete with these companies?
Beating these companies look a very distant dream right now, but if there is a will, there is a way. Just keep on working hard towards your goal. Work on the R&D, work on the products, do something different. There are a lot of challenges which we face from the large segment as well as the small segment. So we are in the kind of a middle range. So we face challenge from everybody, in terms of pricing, in terms of branding, in terms of a lot of things. There is maybe a transportation also. If somebody sitting in South India, he'll be more competitive than us. But yes, we need to work hard. We need to build a brand. We need to build a quality. The last line is the quality. If your quality is consistent over and over and over and over a period of time, so you will definitely build a brand. And Asian was also small when they started. Nerolac was also small when they started. All these companies were one day when they started were small. So I mean, it's your vision, it's your the zeal to do well, zeal to grow makes you successful.
Well, thank you, Mr. Lamba, for giving your valuable time and knowledge. So that's a wrap for this session. Thank you so much, sir. So one more question. As sir said, there is that would like to know your suggestion and feedback for the Paintvision.
Paintvision is doing a wonderful job. Mr. Manish Malhotra, like in couple of years, he's really built a brand, I would say. इन्होंने एक अपना brand बना लिया है इसमें in paint industry. Suggestion यही है, keep on guiding us, keep on guiding other entrepreneurs. अच्छी चीज़ें guide करें, competition create करें, because जब ये competition create करते हैं तो हम लोग भी जागते हैं, यार हमें भी करना चाहिए. कल जैसे सकरनी वाले पेंट इंडस्ट्री में आ गए, अब हम इनको बोलते हैं कि पेंट वालों को पाउडर में डालें. तो अब वही मैं देख रहा हूँ यार, ये तो है. अच्छा, तो वो मतलब हमें भी कुछ बताए ना, कुछ नया बनाओ आप इस इंडस्ट्री में जाके. अब ठीक है, शुरू में मुझे भी लगता था यार ये 5,000 रुपये में फॉर्मुलेशन बेच रहे हैं जो हमने 20 साल में बनाई है. तो ठीक है यार, इट्स ओपन गेम. पेंट फॉर्मुलेशंस आर नॉट अ रॉकेट साइंस एनी मोर. कहीं पे भी मिल जाती हैं, बट ठीक है, फॉर्मुलेशन इज जस्ट 1% पार्ट ऑफ योर बिजनेस. तो ठीक
सर, अगर फॉर्मुलेशन से हर एक बंदा प्रोडक्ट बना सकता होता ना, तो शायद 10,000 वेमले होते.
थैंक यू सर.
तो मुझे ऐसा लगता है फॉर्मुलेशन इज नॉट होल थिंग, उसके अलावा बहुत सारी चीजें होती हैं.
ये एक और हम पे एहसान करते हैं, जब भी बोलते हैं यार ये माल बना लो वेम्बले जैसा बनेगा, तो हमारा प्रचार खुद हो जाता है. कस्टमर को भी जाके बोलते हैं यार ये वेम्बले जैसा बन गया, तो जहाँ हमारा नाम भी नहीं सुना होता किसी ने, वो कहता अच्छा पता नहीं क्या यार ये क्या बना के.
थैंक यू सर. थैंक यू.
थैंक यू सर. सर एक वेम्बले का सक्सेस मंत्रा भी दे दो या कोट भी दे दो फाइनल.
यार तो सक्सेस मंत्रा क्या है जी, लगे रहो बस, कोशिश करते रहो. गॉड शुड बी काइंड, दैट इज इट. मतलब नथिंग बियॉन्ड द डिवाइन पावर. दैट्स इट.
थैंक यू सर. थैंक यू सो मच.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Lamba. And now I want to request Dr. Sri Srivastava ji, please come on dais and here token of love for Mr. Lamba. And ladies and gentlemen, can I have use an applause for this wonderful session? I hope we learned a lot together. Appreciation in the form of clapping, everybody. Can we do this? Lovely. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right, so